Now, B. Benedict is star on the Walk of Fame, is located at 1611 Vine Street in the category of television. Again, she's in for the category of television, 1611 Vine Street between Hollywood Boulevard and Selma Avenue near the Ricardo Montalban Theater. Now, B. Benedict was an American actress and comedian born in New York City, raised in San Francisco. She began performing in the Bay Area theater and radio before embarking on a Hollywood career that spanned over 3 decades. She's born April 4th, 1906 in New York, New York, died October 13th, 1968 in Los Angeles, California. She's buried at the Pierce Brothers Valhalla Memorial Park and Mortuary in Los Angeles. She was married to Eugene Twombly from 1958 to 1968 and Jim Bannon from 1938 to 1915. Her children was Jack Bannon and Maggie Bannon. Now, Benedict returned for the March 30th 5th season finale of Kate's Homecoming, but 5 months later, after shooting the first 3 episodes of the 6th season, she took leave from the series due to being too ill to continue. Initial plans were for her to record her voice to be inserted into future episodes.
B. Benedict.
Now, Benedict began voicing the character of Granny, the sometimes dim-witted and sometimes assertive owner of Tweety Bird in the Warner Brothers cartoon series beginning in 1943, and was one of the few female voice artists associated with the studio in the early days. Benedict continued to play voice of Granny into the 1950s before June Foray took over the role in 1950. Benedict first received notice for her radio work in the 1940s, playing Millicent Carstairs on Fibber McGee and Molly's telephone operator Gertrude Gershwish, and many other roles on the Jack Benny program. School principal Eve Goodwin and the Gildersleeves appeared in the several Amos and Andy radio shows, usually a store clerk trying to assist Andy and Kingfish into a purchase. Benedict also played Blanche Morton, next door neighbor to George Burns and Gracie Allen on both radio and television. She also had a regular role in the series A Day in the Life of Dennis Day as Mrs. Anderson's Day's landlord, who was also the mother of Day's girlfriend on the show. Benedict also voiced the widow of Mel Blanc's show. She fends off Mel's Uncle Rupert Money's mad proposal with the phrase, "Now Rupert, I am in no mood for your nincompoopry." She played Lucy's best friend, Irish Atterbury, in the 1940s radio show My Favorite Husband, when Ball and her husband Desi has decided to create a very similar television series called I Love Lucy. Benedict was first choice to fill the role of Ethel Mertz, but was unavailable to take the role since she had already signed for Burns and Allen's television adaptation of the radio program. Vivian Vance, an almost unknown actress and singer, was eventually cast in the part. Benedict did get a guest on I Love Lucy on January 21st of 1952 in a very amusing appearance as Miss Lewis, a love-starved spinster neighbor. Now, again, she is located at 1611 Vine Street in the category of television between Hollywood Boulevard and Selma Avenue near the Ricardo Montalban Theater.